Let's continue with Subject-Verb Concord. But let me remind you what we had discussed yesterday. There are many rules of Subject-Verb Concord, but I'm going to take up the most important and the most needed for class 9th student to understand. There had been 21 slides which I had prepared, but I reduced it to 9 or 10, right? So that you may understand, you may not get confused. So yesterday we started with subject-verb concord, and then I explained to you what is a subject in a sentence, right? And how verb is chosen according to the subject. So the first rule that we had discussed was that subject and verb must agree in number. Meaning if subject is singular, then the verb is singular. If the subject is plural, then the verb is plural, just as it is given in these sentences. I hope it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Then the other rule was subject and verb agreement with compound subjects. Compound subjects are when there are two subjects which have been used with the words like and, for example, sugar and flour, the creator and producer, the writer and poet, right? And at the same time, the compound subjects like neither nor, neither my friends nor my parents, right? Or either or, my parents or my friends, my brothers, sisters, or my cousins. It is just like that, okay? Then the next was, yes, we had discussed till subject and verb agreement with compound sentences. I hope it is clear to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now let's come to the third rule, C rule, that is subject and verb agreement with indefinite pronouns. Now, what are indefinite pronouns? Try to understand. You see that what happens he, she, it, they, what are these? These are definite pronouns. He, I know that he is boy. He is for masculine gender. She is for feminine gender. They also refers to someone, right? The boys are playing with their ball. The boys were playing with their ball, but they have lost their ball. Now here I know who they is. They refers to the boys, right? So they are definite pronouns. But indefinite pronouns are the pronouns which we use, but they may refer to anyone. Now, when I say anyone, Anmol, anyone is also an indefinite pronoun. Now, what are these indefinite pronouns? Like each, somebody, anybody, nobody, anyone, someone, no one, something, nothing, everything, right? And then some other indefinite pronouns like both, few, several, a lot of, many, some, most, etc. Now, what here it is that some indefinite pronouns are singular, but some indefinite pronouns are plural. For example, each, somebody, anybody. What are these? These are singular indefinite pronouns. So, singular verb will be used with them. For example, look at these examples. Each gets a trophy for playing. Each player gets a trophy for playing. Each player singular. Each singular. Right? Just as for example, many a times the teacher says, 40 students are there in the class. Each one has to keep the textbook with himself. 40 students is plural number, but the teacher uses an indefinite pronoun. Each one has to. Teacher does not say each one have to, because each one refers to singular number. I hope it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. The next is somebody will pay for this, or somebody pays for this. Somebody pays for this because somebody is singular. Anybody is more fun than you. Why is the singular verb here? Because anybody is singular pronoun. Something is very wrong here. Something is missing. Something is burning. Something is stinking. Right? This is what we use very often. So here again, singular verb because this indefinite pronoun is singular. Everybody enjoys a good book. Everybody enjoys, not enjoy. Enjoys is singular verb because everybody is a singular pronoun. Nothing has been determined as of yet. Nothing has been done. Nothing has been resolved. Nothing has been written. So nothing is singular pronoun. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now here are the examples of those very pronouns which are indefinite, which are plural indefinite pronouns, when they act as subject. Both meaning two. However, both is one word, but both refers to two people, right? So both are qualified for the job. So both stands for the plural number because it stands for two. So we never say both is qualified. No, both are qualified. Both are working hard. Both are tall. Ram and Shyam are two brothers. Both are tall. Rita and Geeta are two twin sisters. Both dance very well. Now you see that how it has been used. The verb. Plural verb has been used because both stands for plural. Many go to the beach and get sunburns. Many, of course, it stands for more than one person. So it is plural pronoun. So is used plural verb here. Few know what it really takes to get ahead. Few know. Few again stands for more than one people, more than one items. So the verb used has been a plural verb. Several are already on location. Several again indicates more than one in number. Some sugar is required for taste. Some sugar is required for taste. Now, what here it is? Some is a pronoun here, but we have used is the pronoun here, right? Why here it is? Because sugar is uncountable. Is that clear? So that's how it is. Sugar is one item. So some sugar. Sugar is uncountable. So singular verb has been used here. Most of the cookies were eaten. Most of the cookies were eaten. Most stands for more than one. And then cookies is countable. It is plural number. So were eaten plural verb has been used here. I hope it is clear.
Yes, ma'am. But I have a question.
Yes.
Ma'am, the things which are uncountable, we use singular word always with it.
The things which are uncountable, usually we use singular number. For
Okay.
example, money. Money is counted, right? Money is counted. I am giving you the sentence, money is counted, right? Money is not countable. Do remember, Anmol? Money is not countable, but rupee, paisa, coins, they are countable. Is that clear? So when we say money are counted, that is wrong. Because money is uncountable, but rupee that makes money, that is countable. I hope it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, shall we go to the next?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the next rule is the rules I am telling you to make you understand, right? You should just be referring to these rules when you are stuck up somewhere. But actually you will learn by practice. Towards the end, I have brought you some links, 2 or 3 links, right? We will do an online test there and then you will check yourself, fine? Yes. The next is subject and verb agreement with collective nouns. When collective nouns are the subject, then how to choose the verb? Our family enjoys this restaurant. Now, family is what? A collective noun. But when family is used as a single unit, right, then we use singular verb. Family enjoys, but families enjoy this restaurant. But when more than one family is there, then what it is? It becomes plural, and then enjoy, that is the plural verb is used. Is that clear? Here, one single collective noun is used. So it is singular verb used here. Here, more than one collective noun has been used. That's why plural verb has been used. Clear? There are
Yes,
some
ma'am.
other examples also. The chamber orchestra often plays at the art center. Now, chamber orchestra is what actually I tell you. Orchestra is a team, a group of instrumentalists, those who play different instrument, right? You must have seen when the orchestra team comes on the stage, there are so many people playing different kinds of instruments, right? So chamber orchestra is one particular group. So that's why chamber orchestra becomes one single collective noun. That's why we use singular verb here, that is plays, right? There are two more examples. If you just look at them, you can easily make out the difference. The orchestra are tuning their instruments. Now you must be thinking, and you will definitely ask me that when here it is the orchestra plays, why here orchestra are tuning? Because here the remaining sentence you see what it says, turning their instruments. Now their instruments refers to the members of orchestra, those who have their own instruments. Each one is tuning one's own instrument. Are you getting this?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's how here orchestra is a plural subject. Now, when you are supplying the number of the verb, you have not only to see the subject, but you have also to see the remaining sentence. You know what happens in the examinations? Actually, you people get incomplete sentences, right? And then you have to complete the sentence. Complete the sentence with an appropriate verb. When appropriate verb they say, then at the same time, you have also to think of the number of the verb, whether it has to be plural verb or it has to be singular verb. That time you definitely see the subject, but along with the subject, the remaining sentence should also be seen. If it is written here, their instruments, then you would say the orchestra are tuning. If it is the orchestra dash tuning its instruments, then you would write is tuning. Is that clear?
Can you repeat?
Yes, I said if you say, if it is written here, the orchestra dash tuning its instruments. Now, its instruments, that refers to the singular subject. So you will write is tuning. Since it is written, the orchestra dash tuning their instruments, their meaning so many people are there in an orchestra. So many instruments are going to be played. And all of them are tuning their instruments, right? So what is it? It would be plural verb. I hope it is clear now.
Yes, ma'am.
Now see the next sentence. The members of the orchestra are tuning their instruments. Now this is very direct. The members, this is not orchestra, but the members are tuning their instruments. So members is the plural verb, right? Yes. The cast is celebrating the success of the play with a party after the performance. The cast is celebrating. The cast is the whole crew of the film. The whole crew of the film that involves all the characters, all the actors and actresses. So the cast is collective noun here. The cast have been practicing their lines. Here again, the cast has been used. But why do I say the cast have been? Why not the cast has been?
Ma'am, because there are so many people in queue who are practicing their lines.
Their lines, THEIR there, that indicates that there are more than one person, right? Okay, the cast members have been practicing their lines. Now the cast members, it is a direct plural subject. So we will use plural verb, right? The team is headed to the nationals since winning the state finals. The team is headed. The team is collective noun. It is singular subject. So singular verb will be used. The team plays very well. Don't we say our Indian team is too good? Our Indian team wins every match. We never say our Indian team wins, because we consider team as a collective noun and as singular subject. Okay. The mock trial team was happy with its presentations to the judge. Now you see what it says, with its presentations. So that means one team. So again, it would be singular subject. Mock trial team were happy with their presentations to the judge. Now, when it says mock trial team were happy with their presentations, meaning all the members of the team, they had given their presentations and they were happy with that. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Our staff meets on Tuesday morning to discuss customer complaints. Staff, collective noun, but singular. Our staff work hard to meet their goals and deadlines. Now, when it says their goals and deadlines, it means that more than one. So here, our staff work hard. It refers to the members of the staff. The committee were divided in their opinion regarding this issue. The committee were divided. Why were divided? Because it says in their opinion. So that refers to the opinion of every member. The committee has one opinion regarding that issue. Here the committee is representing as one. So that's why singular verb has been used. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now the next. The next is subject and verb agreement with questions or with interrogative sentences, right? Interrogative sentences are the question sentences. Subjects don't always come before verbs in questions. When we write sentence, the subject comes first and then comes verb, right? Just as, for example, so many we have done. The team wins the game. The team is the subject and wins is the verb, right? The child plays with the ball. The child subject and plays verb, right? Anmol is listening to the teacher. Identify.
Anmol is subject.
Right.
Listening is verb.
Is listening is verb, right? So what is it? Subject comes first and then comes verb. But in questions, it is not so. In W type of questions, along with how also mostly, what happens? First comes the verb and then the subject. How it is? Now look here. Where are the pieces of the puzzle? Where is the question? The pieces of the puzzle is the subject, but that comes later and first comes the verb are. Where are you going? You is the subject, are is the verb, but are first, verb first, and you the subject later. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is what happens. Which is the apartment you live in? Again, you is the subject that comes later, but verb comes first. How are you preparing for exams? How does Tulsi cure COVID? How is Tulsi effective to a corona patient? Clear? Anyway, you won't find any difficulty in doing this if you know how to frame questions, right? Okay. Now, subject and verb agreement with the titles of books. It's very important, right? I really had a tough time with class 12 students. They had been making mistakes here. When you write the titles of the books or the movies, title of the movies, title of the novels, it is always treated as a singular number. Do remember, right? They are all treated as singular and singular verb is used. Now you see the Burbs is a movie starring Tom Hanks. The Burbs. There is S in the end of the second word that makes it plural, but this is not plural. Why? We are not talking about verbs. We are talking about one movie. Right? We are talking about one movie. Avengers. Avengers is an action movie. Now, Avengers is a plural word, but this is one title of one movie. So this is singular. Right? The Wings of Fire by APJ Abdul Kalam is dedicated to his mother. The Wings of Fire. The wings is plural, but the wings have nothing to do here. The Wings of Fire is the name of the book, the title of the book, which is singular. So singular verb is used here. 100 Years of Solitude is the novel written by a Colombian writer. 100 Years of Solitude is the title of the novel. So this is singular number. That's why here it is singular verb used. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, another rule is that when we use non-finites, infinitives, right, then it takes singular verb. But two infinitives or non-finites, when separated by, then they take plural form of, then they take the plural form. Look here, for example, to walk requires great skill. To walk is non-finite. It is an infinitive verb. Along with this, we say requires, because to walk becomes singular, so singular verb is used. To walk and to do exercise require no money. Now what here it is, to walk and to do exercise. There are two actions. So here it would be plural verb used. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now here subject and verb agreement with countable and uncountable nouns. Countable, you know very well. Countable nouns are the nouns which can be counted. Uncountable, which cannot be counted. Now here it is. Education is the key to success. Education, what do you think is countable or uncountable?
Ma'am, uncountable.
Uncountable. Education cannot be measured. It cannot be counted. It cannot be measured in quantity, in units, in numbers. No. So it is treated as singular subject and singular verb is used. Diabetes affects many people around the world. Now, diabetes has S in the end, but diabetes is singular name of disease or plural name of disease?
Ma'am, singular name.
Singular, right? It is singular. So diabetes becomes a singular subject because it is the name of a disease, right? So here what it is, singular verb will be used, that is affects. Clear? The information obtained from the business owners was relevant to include in the study. Now just identify the subject, Anmol. Read the sentence carefully. It's a long sentence. Yes.
And business owners, the information obtained from the business owners.
Read complete sentence.
The information obtained from the business owners.
Yes, now identify the subject.
Ma'am, business owners.
Okay, just a minute. I will make little additions here. Yes, now you read this again, the sentence. And now try to identify. Okay, fine. You let us just delete. Suppose this is not there. Right. Now what is the sentence?
The information was relevant to include in the study.
Yes. So what is the subject?
The information.
Information. And the number of the verb is?
Uncountable.
No, number of the verb is singular.
Yes.
Right? The number of the verb is
The
singular.
Ma'am, the information is uncountable.
Yes.
Okay.
It is uncountable. And listen, now what it is. You had been focusing on owners. You forgot that the subject was there in the beginning. The information. Owners, if it was, since it was owners, then this should have been were. Got it? But that was not correct. So what was relevant? The information obtained from the business owners, that is an extension of the subject, but the real subject is the information. Is that clear? Sometimes you get such long sentences where there are fragmented phrases. So you have to read the sentence time and again and find it. So here it is, the information was relevant. The information is singular subject and singular verb was has been used. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now the information given by him is correct. Again, the information is singular subject. It is uncountable. So singular verb has been used. The pieces of information gathered by police have helped solve the mystery. Now here we have used have, the plural verb. Why?
Ma'am, because the pieces is countable.
Right, the pieces is countable, that is plural. Information is uncountable, but the piece is countable. Right? We always say he has given me an information. We never say he has given me many informations. No, he has given me some pieces of information. I have a piece of information. I have an information. But pieces of information meaning more than one information, right? The research I found on the topic was limited. Now, was is singular verb, correct? Now, what is the subject here?
The research.
The research is the subject here. Got it? The research is the subject here, which is uncountable and singular. The earnings for this quarter exceed expectations. Yes, what is the subject here?
The earnings.
Right. The earning is countable or uncountable?
Ma'am, earning matlab, ma'am means income. So
Uh-huh. It is countable.
countable. Okay.
Countable. Exceed expectations. So exceed is a plural verb, right? The profits from the sale go to support the homeless population in the city. The profits is the subject. Go to support. So go is the plural verb. Locally produced goods have the advantage of shorter supply chains. Locally produced goods, that is the subject, and have is the plural verb because goods are countable. My pair of scissors has turned blunt. Why is it has? Singular.
Ma'am, because scissor is uncountable.
Yes. Because it's pair of scissors. Right? We never say scissors are sharp. We say the blades of scissors are sharp. Pair of scissors is sharp. Right? Because scissors are actually what? They are the pair of two blades. Isn't it?
Is this countable or uncountable?
Pair is countable. A pair is countable. But pair is one single unit. But pair is one single unit. So here it would be singular verb. My pair has turned blunt. Is that clear? Yes. Now come to the next. Now there are some other nouns also, which are ending with S. So such nouns, that they appear to be, they look as if they are plural, but actually they are not plural. They are treated as singular. Now, what are these? For example, news. What is the news today? We never say what are the news today, isn't it? What is the news today? Physics. Physics is very difficult. We never say physics are very difficult. The name of the subject is physics, but it is singular. Statistics. Statistics suggests that the cases of COVID have reduced. Economics. What is the economics of this particular issue? Gymnastics. We never say gymnastic, we say gymnastics. What are you doing? I'm doing gymnastics. Gymnastics is a good exercise for sports, for health, right? Aerobics. We don't say aerobics. It is singular. Measles. Measles is the name of the disease. This is also singular. Mumps. Mumps is also a physical ailment. That is singular. However, it appears to be plural. Headquarters. Headquarters has given the order. We don't say headquarters have given the order. The headquarters has given the order because the headquarters is one. However, it is addressed as headquarters. Right?
Ma'am, these are countable.
No, it's not the question of countable or uncountable. This is entirely a different rule. Right? This is a new rule where the nouns which end with S, which appear to be plural, are actually singular. Right? Now, physics is not countable, statistics is not countable, economics is not countable because they are vast subjects. Right? Okay. Some examples are given there. Politics. Politics is full of uncertainties. Politics is a dirty game, we say. So politics we say, but we use it, we treat it as a singular subject. The global headquarters of Morgan Stanley is in New York City. There is strong evidence that aerobics boosts our ability to concentrate. So you see how they are treated as singular subjects and singular verb is used. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes. Now here are some nouns such as given here in this table. They exist only in plural form and then they take plural verb. For example, gloves. We don't say glove. Please give me your gloves. We never say that you give me your one glove, pair of gloves. Jeans. We don't say jean. Knickers. We don't say knicker. We say glasses. Glasses for spectacles. When we say glass, that is a glass of water. Right? We say pajamas. We never say pajama. Pajama, Hindi में हम कहते हैं pajama, but English में it's always pajamas. Why pajamas? Because it has two lengths. It's a pair, right? Similarly, scissors. We never say scissor. Why? Because it is a pair of scissors, right? Now look at the sentences, how it has been used in the sentences. My new pair of jeans isn't a good fit. Now look here that jeans. Jeans appears in plural form, right? But when we say pair of jeans, then it becomes singular. So singular verb is used. When I say my jeans are gone for mending, then it becomes plural. My jeans are torn. My jeans have worn out. Then it becomes plural. The brown pair of shoes on the top shelf is too expensive. Pair of shoes, that is singular subject. But my shoes are expensive. Shoes, when independently shoes we use, then it is plural. So plural verb is used. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now the subject and verb agreement with abstract nouns. Abstract nouns that we cannot see, we cannot touch, we can feel. Truth eventually prevails. Little knowledge is a dangerous thing. We say a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. A little knowledge, that's abstract noun. So singular verb will be used. Hatred has no limit. The fragrance of this perfume is so overpowering. Right? Now the next is subject and verb agreement with distances, period of time, sums of money. Examples are given here. 5 days is not enough to prepare this report. This is period of time, 5 days. We don't say 5 days are not sufficient. No, 5 days is not the sufficient time. Give me some more time. 5 days is not the sufficient time. Will you do in 2 days? No, 2 days is too little the time. This is how we talk, right? $100 is a steep price for this pair of shoes. $100. $1, fine. $100 is a steep price. $100, it's not dollars actually. 100 is the unit of the dollars. When we say $100, it means 100 is a steep price. Whether it is $100 or it is 100 rupees or it is 100 pesos. So it is referring to that 100 unit. 5 kilometers is a long distance to walk. 2 liters of milk easily fills this container. Clear? Right?
Ma'am, we always use singular verb when we have the plural subject.
Just repeat your question, please.
Ma'am, we always use singular verb when we have an a plural subject?
No. We have already discussed so many rules here. It is not necessary that we always use singular verb. In some cases, we don't. For example, jeans. Jeans is the plural subject. When we say pair of jeans, then it is singular verb. But when it is jeans only, then it is plural.
Okay.
Is that clear? Right. Got it? Similarly, pair of shoes, singular. But shoes, plural. Right? Now I tell you, for example, a string of pearls, a string of beads. Now, what do you think should be used? Singular verb or plural verb?
Ma'am, singular.
Why? Very good. Singular. Why? Because it is a string. We are not referring to the beads or pearls, we are referring to the string. But the same, I said the beads.
Are. Ma'am, because they are.
Right. You see that a string of pearls is very expensive. The pearls are very expensive. Because here now pearls is a plural subject. But there the string was a singular subject. Is that clear? You have to understand that the subject that is presented there, is it appearing, is it actually signifying plural subject or singular subject? Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now here is the time for practice. Okay. I will take you here. Let's do a bit of this. Now this is for you, not for me, right? Yes. You will tell me the answers. I will mark your answers. And then we will check whether it is correct or not. I think it will give the answer itself. All right? Yes. Choose the correct form of the verb that agrees with the subject. The question is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now you read the question. His pants dashed on during the match. And the options available are was, is, were, are.
Was.
Why do you say was?
Ma'am, because his pants only is referring to his singular, and the pants is the pair of.
So is it given here pair of pants? Pair of trousers, pair of pants, pair of pajamas. It's not given. It's written, just remember, just a minute before I gave you an example of jeans.
Yes.
A pair of jeans, but the jeans. Suppose I say his jeans dashed on during the match.
Ma'am, was.
Why was? Anmol, you are getting confused. Jeans is plural subject. Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Pair of jeans is singular subject.
Okay.
Right? His pants is plural or singular? Pants is singular or plural?
Ma'am, pants is singular.
Why? It is plural. Pair of pants is singular.
Okay.
When we say pants, meaning not one pair of pants, two pair of pants, three pairs of pants. Is that clear? Have you bought pants? I have to do shopping. My all pants are gone. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
So pants meaning a pair of pants, but only pants meaning number of pairs of pants. So here pants is the plural subject. So the verb would be plural, that is were. You see the answer is correct here?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you will see the explanation given here. Some nouns are always considered as a plural noun, like pants. And the main verb here is in past form. So the auxiliary verb should be in plural and past form. That is were. Is that clear?
Ma'am.
Okay. Now I will not read the question. You will read so that you understand and you attempt. Yes, read this. Second.
Arun, together with his wife, dash the guests of party.
Uh-huh. Yes, give your answer.
Greet.
Greet or greets? You said greet?
Greet.
Okay. This is incorrect. Why? Aaron. If we just skip together with his wife, then what happens? Aaron is left, right?
Yes,
Then what
ma'am.
will it be, right? Aaron greets the guest of the party. Aaron together with his wife, meaning he is accompanied. His wife is also gone with him. But he greets the guest of the party. Aaron greets, the emphasis on Aaron, which is singular subject. So it would be singular verb. Anyway, now read the explanation here. Multiple subjects are connected by together with so only the noun before it will affect the verb. This is added to the actual subject, but the actual subject would be considered. I hope it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. The next, third.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of tweezers?
Tweezers.
Yes, ma'am.
Just think of it. Just think of it, where you have read it. You must have read about it. Yes. No, you haven't seen this? Tweezers is a tool that is used to pluck hair, right? It is used to pluck out hair or to pick up small objects like I tell you. Yes, you must have seen. Usually the beauticians, they use tweezers to pluck small hair. I hope you got it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Tweezers are always useful to handle small objects.
Right. Correct. One thing is tweezers is plural, and towards the end also it says small objects. So again, it confirms that it is plural, so plural verb has been used, right? Yes. Now the next, the jury dash not convinced.
The jury was not convinced.
The jury,
Was not convinced.
right. Jury is a collective noun, very good. Jury meaning a bench of judges, a group of judges, right? Okay, the next, the truthful dash always trustworthy.
Is always, the truthful is always trustworthy.
Oh, it is incorrect. Why? Because it is not a truthful. If it was a truthful, then it would have been singular subject. It is the truthful, right? So the truthful indicates that it is a plural subject, so plural verb will be used. This is what we have to count. We have to see that whether a article has been used or the article has been used. Right? Okay. The next. To cry dash, never the solution to any problem.
To cry is never the solution to any problem.
Correct. Now, to cry is a non-finite, an infinitive verb. And here we have used is, that is singular verb. Fine? Yes. A number of soldiers dash injured during the war.
Were.
Okay. Correct. Now you must be thinking here it is a number. But then why were? Why plural verb? Because the closest subject is a plural word. A plural subject, that is soldiers. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. The number of deceased soldiers dash not stored in the record book.
Were.
Are you sure? No. Because here it is the number now. Now it is not referring to soldiers. The number makes it specific. ये article आपने पढ़ा होगा ना, a and the article, the use of a and the article, right? So remember that. Deceased soldiers, this is accompanied by the number. The number makes it singular. That means that the verb is going to be used for the number, not for the soldiers. Right? That the number is not stored. You see that in the previous sentence, I tell you, a number of soldiers were injured. Soldiers were injured, not number. Are you getting?
Yes, ma'am.
But here, the number is stored, not soldiers. Right? Okay. I will give you this, I'll post this presentation and you should see this link and you should attempt this exercise once again yourself also. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Shall I go to the other exercise? You will do the rest of it yourself. 20 questions are there.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Okay. Here at this link, when you go, you should see here. Knowledge check. You will click here. You will get the test. Right? It is a short quiz. Just to test what you had understood. Fill in the blanks for correct subject-verb agreement. The consent form and the interview questions dash in the appendix of the proposal.
Appears.
Appear. Right? Choose the sentence with correct subject-verb agreement. There are given 3 sentences. You have to identify which is the correct subject-verb agreement.
Ma'am, A.
A.
Yes.
Annotated reading is necessary for a deep understanding of the text and help students better remember the material. Very good. Correct. Absolutely correct. Yes. Fill in the blank for correct subject-verb agreement. The writer who publishes many books dash each chapter at least 10 times.
Revise.
The writer who publishes many books. Why do you say revise? Who revises?
We, us.
The writer revises, no? Writer is singular.
Yes,
So the verb would be singular. Look here, who publishes? It is already given there. The writer publishes, the writer revises. I
okay.
think you got confused with books.
Yes, ma'am.
Good, yes. Okay. Now the next. Fill in the blanks again for correct subject verb agreement. The manager or the direct supervisor. The manager or the direct supervisor.
Approves.
Approves, right? Because it is one only, either the manager or supervisor. So this would be singular subject. Okay, the professor or the peers dash feedback.
Provide.
Provide, right? Professor is singular, but peers is plural, and the closest subject is peers, right? So it would be plural verb. Very good. Everyone dash the time carefully on late Friday afternoons at the office. Everyone
Watches.
watches because everyone is singular, right? Okay. Yes, current research dash important to cite in the literature review.
Is important.
Is important. Good, very good going. Yes, the left-handed scissors dash hard to use. Yes, are hard to use. If it was a left-handed pair of scissors, then it would have been
Is.
is. Sorry. There are dash many theories I could choose from.
There are.
Right. My committee dash each draft of my document.
Reads.
My committee reads each draft of my document. Right? Now let us see if we are right or not. Yes. This answer is incorrect. No. Which one is incorrect? They say this is not correct, but this is correct. Just leave it.
Okay,
So I'll share this with you, right? मैं forum पे post कर दूंगी इसको बेटा. That you see. If any problem, you will ask me. Yes, you can leave now.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening.
Yes, good evening. Take care.